Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to see 20 cool types of transport and their most unexpected modifications. From bicycles with caterpillar tracks and flying skates, to motorcycles, military equipment, and a bunch of other interesting things. At the end of the video, click the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn the bell button gray so you will not miss the next episode. And let's go! Let's start with a home tank. I hope you will like it. It's not bad to have a personal tank at home, huh? This is an ultra-passable home vehicle with tracks. One Polish man turned out to have a sense of humor and designed a prototype of the tank. You won't be able to shoot with this, but it's quite possible to use it for a ride. In general, tracked transport vehicles are classified as vehicles with normal cross-country ability, but some modifications have a special capability for cross-country rides on low ground. I'm not sure that this home tank can be referred to as special-purpose equipment, but as you can see, it's very cool to boast with your home tank. And now let's talk about something unusual, a flying skate. Well, actually, it is not really a skate, it's more like a rectangle. Acroboard is made of composite materials. Its size is 145 by 76 by 15 centimeters, and its weight is 82 kilograms. This technology allows a person weighing up to 110 kilograms to fly. The board was developed by the Accra Space Corporation, so there is no doubt about its ability to fly at all. The aircraft, with an electricity-powered 272 horsepower and 203,000 watts of installed power, is the most colossal and lightest personal vehicle ever created. The vehicle is capable of flying at an altitude of up to 30 centimeters, with speeds of up to 20 kilometers per hour, and its overall performance is limited by onboard sensors. The maximum endurance is 6 minutes, but with a timely recharge, you can continue the flight after 35 minutes. Custom bikes and street culture always attract attention, as well as similar street-style remodeling. The bright acid-colored frame, the cartoon seat, and the very style of the position you need to take to ride this bike are eye-catching. By the way, if we talk about the seating position, this bike was rebuilt in Iceland, and bicycles with a semi-recumbent or recumbent position are very popular there. But besides this, the wheel alignment of the rear pair of huge wheels is also not the same as it is in a regular bicycle. In fact, like the wheels themselves. Anyway, they made a cool mechanical bike that's nice to look at and a great fun to ride. Inventors from different parts of the world have their own views on transports. This guy made a tracked motorcycle bike from different vehicles without a single machine or technical tools. He called his work Vector because it perfectly drives in a straight line, but it is actually quite problematic to turn and maneuver a figure eight with such a thing. The power source was a 500-watt electric motor from a golf cart, which drives the rear wheel. An SUV tire was also used for the track. The moped looks quite complete, but this is not the first invention of this type. Similar things have already been made. Look at this unknown animal, a cute toy, but actually this is a car, or to be more precise, an electric car. The ancestor of such cars was the Brit Mopetta, although at the time it was really a children's toy and had a gasoline engine. But this item has an electric motor. I don't think it's good to drive on a freeway, but driving around the city is quite possible. You can also use it to get to work or the nearest supermarket. The battery can approximately cover 50 to 80 kilometers without recharging. The maximum speed is up to 40 kilometers per hour, and the load capacity is up to 120 kilograms. The car is also equipped with headlights, turn signals, and mirrors, and does everything including the completely copied design of his gasoline grandpa. Lamborghini, Ferrari, all these cars only emphasize your status. Luxurious sports cars are like wild cats among regular cars. Everyone wants to become the owner of such a powerful vehicle. What to do if you really want it, but this car is clearly beyond your means? This man has solved the problem quite easily. He made himself a golden Lamborghini and a red Porsche. Two luxurious sports cars weighing about 200 kilograms each. But there's one catch, although on the one hand it makes it even cooler. The thing is, you don't have to recharge them or fill up with gasoline. You just need to put someone strong behind the wheel and have him spin the pedals. Yes, these cars are actually bicycles, but they look simply gorgeous. And now we have a motorcycle in steampunk style, but the main feature of it is not only its cool look, but its engine. The thing is that it does not require either gasoline or electricity to move. A couple of compressed air cylinders will be enough. The cylinder is attached to the driver's back. One charge is enough for 3 to 5 minutes of driving. In general, a moped was created to participate in a competition, but the main condition was the ease of riding, and because of this particular criterion, it was not qualified for the competition. So now the owner has a very beautiful and not very useful transport. Perhaps over time it will be possible to modernize it and try some other method of movement. What is the biggest car you've ever seen? The Hummer? Limousine? Monster truck? I'm sure that all of these huge vehicles are literally ants compared to this giant. It was created based on the prototype of a military vehicle, the Willys Jeep, and combines as many as 4 such vehicles. I must say, in terms of the dimensions, the Willys Jeep is not a small baby itself. Its length is 3.335 meters, its width is 1.5 meters, and its ground clearance is 22 centimeters. Now, imagine 4 such cars in one. This Gulliver was created specifically to participate in the Guinness Book of Records. At the moment, the car has become a museum exhibit in the United Arab Emirates. What do you know about mountain transport? Maybe you imagine some special ski equipment, equipped slopes, safety precautions, and things like that. But there should be special transport for special slopes. Don't you agree? Such transport exists in Oregon. It has been produced for decades, and several models have been invented and modified. And now it seems they have presented the ideal one. These vehicles are called Snowcats. Their function is to take tourists down the slopes in a fast and comfortable way, to deliver packages, and to get to places where no other vehicle can go. Initially, these cars were saving people due to their maneuverability, as they were driving through snow-covered forests to hard-to-reach places. Some adults lack prestige and recognition, but not only them. Sometimes you really want to pamper your child with something like that. Why not buy your kid a Tesla, for example? It's a cool idea, isn't it? And if a large Tesla is beyond your means, there are mini cars at a quite reasonable cost, and they are designed specifically for children. The car is electric, it runs on a battery, it can be controlled by a remote, or you can connect the steering wheel and leave the power in the children's hands. The acceleration of such cars is no more than 10 kilometers per hour. For special models, it can reach up to 25, but they are for a different age category. Such cars are safe. They are designed for a certain age group, up to 5 years old, and a certain weight, up to 25 kilograms. In general, cars like this are very cool. Some are equipped with special lighting, music, and all sorts of cool details. If there are giant cars, then there must be miniature ones. Here, for example, is a mini dump truck. This babe fully meets all the technical requirements of a heavy transporter. It does the same work as the giant, but on a slightly smaller scale. This little one was created in Puerto Rico. Its designer did not pursue any commercial goals. Just one day he became interested in creating a car and turned his hobby into a successful business. Now he has his own online store where various miniatures of industrial vehicles go under the hammer, be it a dump truck, a snowblower, or similar heavyweights. It's more of a toy than something that can really work. Here you can see a walking skateboard, and that's definitely unexpected. This is a small board with metal legs that can carry you to your destination. It looks very unusual. In fact, more than one designer was working on such an invention. This is not yet a patented technology of movement, and it has been developed for several years because the load capacity of this board is much greater than others, up to 300 kilograms. The battery of this very model is 4200 milliamps, and the motor is 90 watts. And yes, its strength and performance are simply amazing. The main materials that were used to create the monster are carbon steel, polycarbonate, and a huge number of sensors that are responsible for the condition of the board, from temperature to battery. You won't be able to accelerate it very fast, but it would be fun to ride. I think that such a solution in terms of movement is really unusual. One Australian motorcycle company decided to renew the local police motorcycle park and presented its concept model specially made for law enforcement officers. This electric motorcycle is very powerful and futuristic. The onboard computer is responsible for almost all processes. We can safely say that this motorcycle is equipped with artificial intelligence. It has a powerful battery pack designed for 160 kilometers of driving, leather seats, LED lights, turn signals, bright headlights, and an incredibly ergonomic design. Judging by the video, it seems to me that no one would like to get off such a bike at all. What about a TwoWay Toyota? This car has 2 front parts, 2 steering wheels, and 1 more driver's seat instead of a usual trunk. It is something like a cat dog in the automotive world. To make the metallic orange sedan, the designer split two Toyota Limbo cars in half and welded the front ends in his garage. He spent 6 months and created his masterpiece with the help of 10 workers. The car has 2 engines, 2 steering wheels, 2 pedals, 2 sets of gears, and 1 fuel tank, which is designed in such a way that it can be driven by 2 drivers at the same time. A skateboard with the size of a laptop. Is it really possible? Yeah, why not? It seems to me that this is the most convenient thing in a metropolis, as it makes moving from point to point very convenient. The main thing is that this device is really similar in size to a regular laptop. It weighs only 2.9 kilograms. It is miniature, just 215 by 346 by 76 millimeters. It is quite powerful, its maximum speed is 16 kilometers per hour, and it has a drive range of 5 to 7 kilometers. The only limitation is the rider's body weight. It should not be more than 80 kilograms. And it has a lot of advantages. You can put it in the bag and easily get to the bus stop or metro station after work. Of course, you can't use it as your main transport, but overall, it's a cool thing. This is another luxurious children's car. This time, one dad put his heart and soul and created such a sports car by hand. Here, we're not really talking about the small baby, so without hesitation, the parent plugged a 50cc scooter engine in it. Hydraulic disc brakes were installed on all wheels, as well as a reverse gear. We can say that the father tried his best because the design of the car exactly repeats the original one. At the same time, the car looks very cool and bright. It has original color, leather seats, and a skull on the control knob. Even being an adult, I would not refuse to take a ride in such a car. Well, that's all, guys. Share your impressions in the comments.